What's good, Steeler Nation? My name is Jack Sperry, and this is Steelers Talk. We just got done watching the Steelers with a killer loss to the Baltimore Ravens. 16-14 was the final score. It's just, man, I can't wait to dive into this one because, man, I'm ready to vent, guys. But let's go right into what my thoughts are for this one, which is just the Steelers had a massive opportunity to keep the win streak going, to keep their playoff hopes alive, and they just fell short. Mitchell Trubisky with the interceptions, the blocked field goal attempt, couldn't stop the Ravens' run game, even though the Steelers knew for sure that the Ravens were going to be running the football. They just couldn't stop it. I mean, there's just so many opportunities for the Steelers to capitalize on in this one, and they just weren't able to do it. Kenny Pickett leaves the game early in concussion protocol, even though it was announced earlier in the game that he passed all the tests. But they took him out regardless. Mitchell Trubisky comes in, throws 3 picks, and it ends up with a 16-14 final score in a game that, I mean, for most Steelers fans, we feel like we should have won this game. So what is your one-word reaction to today's loss versus the Ravens? For me, I'm angry, guys. I'm angry at a lot of people. I'm angry at Matt Canada. I'm angry at the spotters for not giving us a proper explanation for why they pulled Kenny Pickett. But we're going to get into all that today, guys. And let's start with the injury news. And of course, it starts with Kenny Pickett, who left the game after the first drive, after Roquan Smith kind of rolled him down to the ground, kind of hard, hit his head, went into the blue medical tent, got checked out. The NFL, or it was announced that he passed all the tests, the NFL concussion protocol tests, and then he tries going out there for that second drive, and they say, you're out. And I'm just sitting there like, he passed all the tests. Why can't he go in the game? And he ends up going out. Mitchell Trubisky comes in, throws 3 picks, and it's not good. But the other injury news of the day is that Chris Wormley left the game, I believe in the second half, in the third quarter there, with a leg injury. It did not look good. We still don't have any confirmation as to how severe it is or how much time he's going to be missing, but he left the game as well. So that is the injury update. But before I get into my keys for the game, let me ask you guys a question. How much do you think that you are wasting per month on monthly subscriptions? 80% of people, guys, 80% have subscriptions that they're paying for that they don't even know about or don't even want to use. But I have a great app that helps me with this problem, and it's called Rocket Money, formerly known as Truebill. The app shows you all of your subscriptions in one place that you're paying for every month and then cancels for you whatever you don't still want. Rocket Money can even find subscriptions you didn't even know you were paying for, and you may even be double charged for a subscription right now. To cancel a subscription using Rocket Money, all you have to do is press cancel, and Rocket Money is going to take care of the rest for you. Get rid of useless subscriptions with Rocket Money now. Go to rocketmoney.com/Steelers Talk to help out the channel and also save you guys a bunch of money. I am saving a ton of money using Rocket Money right now because I had a bunch of subscriptions that I didn't even know I was paying for. I mean, you know how that works, guys. You pay for a subscription and you kind of forget about it and you don't use it. And, if you use this app, you can just cancel whatever you don't use and it saves you guys a ton of money. Inflation is hard on everybody's pocketbook right now. So if you go to rocketmoney.com/Steelers Talk right now, you can help out the channel while also saving you guys a bunch of money as well. All right, now let's get into my keys of the game today. Number 1 is, why was Kenny Pickett pulled? I'm going to keep bringing this up because I still don't know the answer here, and it could have potentially cost the Steelers the game. Kenny Pickett leaves the game early. We didn't get an answer from the NFL as to why he left. He left due to concussion protocol. He passed all the tests, guys, so why can't he play? I don't understand it. They never gave us an explanation during the game. They just said, no, they think that he's not good to go, so he's out, even though he passed the test. So I'm livid with the NFL right now that they pulled this kid out when he passed all the tests. He should have been good to go. I understand protecting players, guys, like especially these rookie quarterbacks. You want to protect your guys. I understand that, but if he passed all the tests, I mean, what are the tests for? What is the protocol for if you pass the protocol and then you have to go out anyway? I just don't get it. But guys, like the video right now to wish Kenny Pickett a speedy recovery. If it is a concussion, hopefully he can recover from that quickly. He already had one this season, so I guess we'll have to wait and see on that front. But like this video to wish KP8 a speedy recovery. Now, The run D today, my second takeaway, they couldn't hold up. Like, there's a lot of reasons why the Steelers lost today. Probably the number one reason is we knew that the Ravens were going to run the football, and they were able to get first downs anyway, especially late. This was another example of the Steelers defense just getting gassed in the second half. 215 rushing yards for the Ravens today, which is over 5 yards per carry. That is insane, especially because the Steelers were doing so well coming up into this game. Like, they were a top 5 rushing defense in the National Football League coming into this week, and even with stacked boxes, 8 players in the box to stop the run, they couldn't do it in the second half, and they got straight up punked in the second half. It was kind of disgraceful coming from a Steelers fan's perspective. It's just, if you have that many guys in the box and you know they're running the football, you have to be able to stop them, but they weren't. All right, guys, it is the Christmas season, and I am in the season of giving, and I'm giving away a free Steelers jersey to one lucky Steelers fan who follows me on Twitter by December 25th. I'm going to be doing a raffle on Christmas Day, and I'm going to be announcing the winner on Christmas Day. So you have until then, but why not just go follow me there right now? I put my Kenny Pickett film analysis up there, live reactions to every Steelers game. So go ahead and follow me at Jack_Sperry for a chance to get a free Steelers jersey on Christmas Day. Now, number 3 on my list here is Trubisky's turnovers definitely cost the Steelers in this one. Now, he actually had a pretty solid game if you just look at the box score and take out the interceptions, right? Pretty high completion percentage, got a nice touchdown there and a nice drive at the end of the game. But those 3 interceptions, man, especially that deep ball to double coverage, not even close. Like, what are we doing? There was one that was kind of on Matt Canada with the scheme there. Then the other one, the linebacker just read his eyes. And then on that third one was just atrocious, throwing into double coverage. This is one of the major reasons why the Steelers lost this game, in my opinion. You need to be able to score points, and when you're in Raven territory, you have to score points. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Even if it's a field goal, you can't be giving up the football when you're in the other team's territory. That is a huge no-no, and Mitchell Trubisky did it not once, but twice today, and then the third interception was just as bad as well. So, Mitchell Trubisky did some good things in this one, particularly late, but not a great performance in my opinion. So grade Mitchell Trubisky's performance this week against the Ravens in the comment section below. A, B, C, D, or F. I'm going to give him a D. He showed some okay things, but you can't throw 3 interceptions, 2 of them so far deep in the opponent's territory. You just can't do that, and he was one of the biggest reasons why we lost this game. I'd give him a D. And finally on my list, it's another clown show from Canada. I'm sick and tired of the stupid play calls, of the not thinking things through with Matt Canada. Take a look at today's offensive stats against Baltimore. So, 329 yards of total offense, not terrible. The passing yards weren't terrible either. We got some garbage yards there at the end, of course. But rushing yards, we couldn't get it going against that really good Baltimore rushing defense today, which was kind of to be expected. But in the red zone, 2 of 4, and guys, why wasn't he targeting George Pickens in the second half? Someone please explain this to me. He was dominating one of the best cornerbacks in the National Football League in Marlon Humphrey for an entire half, and they don't target him one time in the second half. What are we doing? What are we doing, Matt Canada? There's no excuse for it. You can't. George Pickens is so freaking talented, and he can do so much for you. He was cooking Marlon Humphrey all day long, but instead, in the red zone, he was targeting Diontae Johnson on deep balls. Why is he taking the deep routes? Put George Pickens on those deep routes. He's the bigger guy. He can go up and get those 50-50 balls. I don't get why DJ's in that position. And then, you're not targeting him in the red zone. What are you doing, Matt Canada? You are an absolute clown. He needs to go, guys, at the end of the season. This is what we've been talking about this week. There's no excuse for the mistakes that he was making this week, but at least there wasn't a shovel pass, so at least there's that. All right, guys, but the good news, although we hate Canada, we did dominate Ravens rundown this week in our sub battle. We are still undefeated, Steelers Nation, in sub battles for the 2022 season. We got 81 new subs this week. Thanks to all of you out there that subscribed. But go ahead and subscribe right now if you like what you're hearing. If you like daily, all year round Steelers coverage. We talk about news and rumors just about every single day here on the channel. So if that's something that interests you, consider subscribing and joining our family today. All right, now let's get into the final stretch of the season here. 4 games left. You got the Panthers, the Raiders, the Ravens again, and then the Browns and you're sitting at 5-8. And if you're sitting at 5-8 right now, if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, you're likely out of playoff contention, even if you win the next 4 games. Right now, the New York Times says that the Steelers have a less than 1% chance of making the postseason. So I'm gonna declare the playoff hopes officially dead for the 2022 Pittsburgh Steelers. It's done. It's over. They need so many things to go their way. Not only do they have to win their last 4 games, which is possible, mind you, but they need a lot of help from other teams, and I just don't think they're going to get that. In my opinion, I just think that the Steelers' 2022 playoff hopes are dead, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the season, seeing how Kenny Pickett progresses, and then, of course, the offseason. All right, last time, guys, we told you to put Yinzer for life as many times as you could in the comment section, and Kenny Pickettsburg got the most Yinzer for lives in the comment section. So congratulations to Kenny Pickettsburg. There's quite a few of you guys that put quite a few Yinzer for lives in the comment section. I wanted to give you guys a shout out and an honorable mention here. Gabriel Santiago, Taekwon, Theodore Restucci, Austin Terdoff, Steelers Gang, B. Orlovsky, Finn Dunn, and Steve Young. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, putting in those Steelers for lives. But you know what, guys? I'm going to give you guys another chance, too. F the Ravens. That's what I say. I know we lost today, but F the freaking Ravens, all right? So whoever comments the most F the Ravens will get a special shout-out on tomorrow's Steelers Talk. Congratulations to Kenny Pickettsburg for being named King Yinzer today, but you have a chance to get a special shout-out on tomorrow's show as well by typing F the Ravens as many times as you can in the comment section. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's show. Tough loss for the Steelers, but I still appreciate the heck out of you, Steeler Nation, and until next time, peace.